So it is Friday, September the 5th, in the year 2025. It's just around 50 minutes after 4. News coming out of Guyana. I should say it's kind of, how should I put it? Maybe not so good, especially for those PPP supporters anxiously awaiting the results. The president went into the Gecom just probably to congratulate the workers and to see what's going on. From what I understand from Schumann's post early on, Region 4 should have been, the count for Region 4 should have been completed, and they should have been starting Region 5, 77 boxes. So as the president was coming outside, the media, who obviously got word that he was being visiting Gecom, they called him over to have a chat. Unfortunately, there was a back and forth between Travis Chase and the president. The president was accusing Travis Chase and others of contributing to the current situation. I don't know if he meant the tensions or the anxieties of what's going on. The president said what the opposition is doing is nonsense in terms of calling the Gecom commissioner, the Gecom PPP commissioner is going to say that so far all the boxes are returning the same figures as in the original count. And then they're just back and forth. As you have seen the video, quite unpleasant between the president and Travis Chase. I have a video of the Guyanese critic when he was at the vice president's press conference being served by a court martial. I'm going to make a separate video of that. I have that whole video. Travis Chase is suing the Guyanese critic for $5 million in terms of defamation of character. And I think this morning it looks as though the Guyanese critic is going to go after Travis Chase. So we saw this afternoon the president going after Travis Chase. But to me, what is the main thing coming out of this afternoon's situation is that, well, over an hour ago it was breaking news on the PNC's page saying that the opposition leader Aubrey Compton Norton dispatched a letter to the chairperson, the former retired judge, Claudette Singh, telling her that there should be a forensic audit. I want to choose my words carefully. She should choose to do a forensic audit of the elections in terms of all the boxes, because as far as the opposition is concerned, that's the PNC, there are a lot of discrepancies, and he's telling her if not, she or Gecom should abort the 2025 general and regional elections. And if you guys don't believe, just go on the PNC website. You're going to see a statement issued to the press and the letter that was sent to the Gecom chairperson. The press asked the president about this, and of course the president, he wasn't having none of that. He was seeing it as ridiculous. But I'm going to ask you guys not to take my word. Watch the video, watch the confrontation between Travis Chase and the president.
Pleasant afternoon to you wherever you're joining this live broadcast from. We are coming to you live from outside of the Guyana Elections Commission, where by now you should be aware that the recount process for elections now. The reason for coming live is because I understand the President, His Excellency Mohammed Irfaan Ali, has just arrived at the Guyana Elections Commission, and I can go there. Has arrived at the Ghana Elections Commission. I don't understand. The president is here. 1 second. So we locked. I'm waiting to ask the president to ask a question. I'm a member of the press. You know that, right? Oh, yeah?
Anyway, will you deny me?
The president has arrived at Gecom. We're hearing loud cheers and screams from within Gecom. I am going to have to approach the president, get a comment from him to find out his presence here at the Ghana Elections Commission today, and for him to explain exactly his reason.
Oh, you don't have to move it.
Yeah. His reason for visiting the Ghana Elections Commission. Let me just step here, please, right here, so I can get. Let me just get. No, I'm not. Yeah.
President of the Republic, here and outside of Gecom, is coming out.
President,
President,
President, comment, please.
President of the White House today.
President Mohammed. Mr. President, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Just could you explain to me your presence at the Ghana Elections Commission? I know you.
I'm a candidate.
Yeah?
What do you mean, what's my presence?
No.
You want me to be here?
No, I didn't say that. I asked you to give us an explanation
You're a
as
member
to
of the
what
media.
prompted you to come, Travis Chase. Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing.
We have our workers here, our election agents as a leader. I came here to thank them for the enormous work they've been doing.
Right.
The PPP Civic family, our supporters, they have done a tremendous job, worked hard, and with hard work come victory. 5 years of commitment, hard work, serving the people, and they can't take it. You know, we have the life of this country at stake and the life of the citizens of this country at stake. And look at what these people are doing, playing games. They have nothing. They want to recon. The recon doesn't give them what they want. What they do. This is a cycle of people who don't have this country interest at heart. A cycle of people who care nothing about development. A cycle about people who are concerned about power. We're concerned about responsibility. That is why we do everything in accordance with the law.
Mr. President, did you see the fresh call for the elections to be quashed and for new elections to be called? Hold on. Did you see that coming out?
I saw a letter, but it's all nonsense. Absolutely ridiculous. First of all, you lose the elections, you ask for a recount, the recount shows you that you still lost the elections, and now what do? You think about it. As I said, the life of this country is important. And if people continue to see who plays with the life of this country, who plays with the life of the citizen, who don't care anything about the citizens and the development of this country. We have to keep this country intact, safe. We have to ensure that our national investors are ready to invest and that we demonstrate to the world that we are a democracy that is credible, which we have demonstrated in these elections, but more importantly, that investors' confidence is always high. And this is just playing games with country life, playing games with people's life, playing games with the electoral process. All of the electoral observation bodies said the elections was free and fair. All of them. All. So what is the issue?
Did you personally, as Mohammed Irfaan Ali, observe any irregularities? President Mohammed Irfaan Ali. Did you? Hold on. Did you? Hold on, sir. Sir, listen. This is not a confrontation. No, hold on. This is no, Mr. President. This is not a confrontation. I understand you are. No, hold on. You are surrounded by. You have respect too, but you have as well. I'm asking you a simple question. I'm asking you a simple question. Did you observe any irregularities at all?
None.
None.
This election is free and fair.
That's right.
You guys want to create a narrative.
No, not you guys, sir.
You guys, you're part of it.
No, don't say that. Don't accuse me. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I have a democratic right.
My democratic right is saying you're wrong.
And I can say my democratic
and you're wrong.
is that Travis Chase is part of a narrative that is trying to create mischief.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You have a good day.
Always.
A very confrontational President Irfaan accused. Sorry, ma'am. What are you saying, Minister?
Say what you want to say.
A very confrontational Irfaan Ali, of course, trying to intimidate members of the press, the independent press. But of course, I'm going to stand my ground, and I will not be moved. I'm not going to be bothered by what the president is trying to implicate me in, trying to say that we're part of a narrative that is creating mischief. That's a matter for him. That's a matter for the president. And of course, we've all been addressing him as President Irfaan Ali. One of the very reasons the independent press do not really engage him because of the arrogance that is portrayed by the president when he is approached and asked simple questions. So he said he's a candidate. So he was here just to observe the elections process happening inside of the Guyana Elections Commission. Thought things would have been able to change. They remain the same. So that's the president for you. Very antagonistic towards independent media. Perhaps if you do not subscribe to carrying a certain narrative, perhaps if you subscribe to carrying the truth, you are seen as an antagonist, as a mischievous person. So that's the president for you. A little bit of confrontation, a little bit of arrogance being displayed there by His Excellency. So that's where we are, live in front of the Guyana Elections Commission, bringing you the updates. We just wanted to know exactly why the president was present at Gecom. It was very strange, and of course we got the answer. Full-fledged arrogance as to why he was here. HGP 90 News will continue to do its work. We'll continue to bring you live updates from outside the Guyana Elections Commission. We will not be intimidated by anyone. President, Prime Minister, opposition leader, members of parliament, no one. We will continue to stand our ground and bring you the true facts, not the spin.